John, thanks for joining us just in the aftermath of the second leg of the final. How do you sum up, before you look at the match, how do you sum up the emotions for yourself and the squad?
Yeah, we're gutted. I think everyone's put so much into it. The players, I can't thank the players enough for the effort they've put in. The fans that came down here today, absolutely fantastic, phenomenal, the noise that they made. Before the kick-off, even before the kick-off, throughout the whole game, the fans were fantastic. A long travel down here today, and again, great offer for the club putting on buses as well. So we thank them very much for that. Yeah, we started the game very well. We put Queens under pressure, and we had some chances. The goalies made a great save for Duggan. I think it was Nisbet had a header at the near post area, and we constantly had them under pressure in the first half. Second half, we probably got Dino to thank. He had a few good saves here. And I thought Ian Davison was immense at central defence, but we had some good performances, great performances over the two legs. The two legs against Forfar, I thought we were really good. And the two legs here in the first game, if we took our chances, we're probably going into extra time here, because I think we were worthy of drawing the first game, and we were worthy of draw here today. And so we could, nothing between the teams, not a lot between the teams. So, as I say, really gutted for the players at the effort they've put in.
You made some changes. I wonder if some of them were enforced, but what was the tactics leading to you coming over that white line at the start of the game?
Yeah, well, Nat was ill. Nat got ill after the game on Wednesday night. Chris Duggan came on Wednesday night and made an impact, and he looked like to me like he put a wee bit fairy death into the defenders of Queens. And so these were two ones that were fairly, easy, decisions. And McGuffey has supplied assists by coming in off that line and delivering crosses for Kevin Nisbet, and that was kind of what we were hoping would happen. And we probably only really got one of these balls in that was a good ball in the first half, so we wanted a bit more of that. And obviously we had to be direct. We had to be a bit more direct today, go forward more to try and to win the game. When you come here, you're 2 goals down, so you've got to try and get back into the game if you can. And we did try, and we gave it a lot. We just didn't manage to break through.
You probably look back, I don't think you could have thrown much more at it from the bench in terms of the substitutions that you made, but was that elusive breakthrough?
Yeah, exactly. We made positive changes, of course. You've got to do that with time running out. Chris Duggan, that was as long as he's played for a long time. He's been out for so many weeks, and he's only played little bits of games, so to ask him to play for 90 minutes was probably going to be far too much, and they probably running all empty, when we take him. So you've got to brighten it up, and the same way with Craig McGuffey, he's you got to try and put fresh legs on and try and get something out of someone, and that's why Jamie McGlynn. And similarly late on, with Liam Buchanan going on, you're just hoping that'll be spark, somebody's going to spark and get us that goal. Unfortunately, it didn't come, but it wasn't for lack of effort. The boys gave everything that they've got, everything in the tank, nothing was left in the tank. And sometimes that's all you can ask for.
Is there any message that we'd have for the fans as they peruse over the interview tonight and tomorrow as we get ready in our mindset, knowing that we've got another campaign of League One ahead of us? Yeah,
I thank them for all season, for home and away, the support they've given us. The season tickets are selling well. I would, ask you, if you to renew your season tickets. We'll hopefully have a good season next season. There's a number of players on 2-year contracts. We'll have contract talks over the next couple of days and see where we go from there. Have a look at the budget and see what we can do. We just have to wait and see. But stick with us. Every day I'm always trying to get us better and make us better, and that won't change.
You mentioned that support actually before the whistle there. If we could work hard over the summer and into the first games of the season to bring the players closer to the fans, there really is a real heart for Raith Rovers that was shown by the travelling support.
Yeah, definitely. That's never been in question in my mind. It's part of the reason I'm back here. The support here is fantastic. And there's, the first time I came here, Rovers, it's a sleeping giant, and it still is. And we all need to try and get ourselves together and get out of this league as quickly as we possibly can. And it isn't easy. A lot of these teams are spending, a lot of these part-time teams are spending a hell of a lot of money, and it's not easy.
We won't ask you about any specifics, but is the work already underway in terms of your recruitment and your re-energising for next year?
Well, to an extent. It's been very difficult to go forward not knowing what league you're in, because it's a different it's not entirely different, but it is different. If you're in the Championship, we're more attractive to other players, and we obviously have a bigger budget. So it's very difficult to move forward until this position. So we're 2 weeks at least behind everyone else, you know. And there's players moving, and even like teams like East Fife are spending money, you know, buying players, you know, and I've never had that, and I don't expect to have that, you know. So it's you know, that's what I'm saying. It's frightening, the money that's going out with some of the other clubs.
John, we'll round up with just be thanking you for the time you've given to Raith TV this season, and we wish you all the best for the summer.
Cheers, Davey. Thank you.